It's me, Brigette. Love Steady Life, in case you just came in, and we're doing a random morning live. Just a random live. I've got some sovereignty codes to offer you. The concept of tuning your frequency is something that makes so much sense to me. It makes so much sense that it's almost funny. And I'm grateful that I can have this kind of perspective so that I can hopefully share these light codes with you in a way that is clear and easy to be received so that you can process and integrate the downloads and start tuning your frequency on the spot ASAP. Tuning your energy field is dialing your frequency dial, and depending on the numerical value of your frequency emanation, of the numerical dialed tunation of your frequency, that will determine the numerical timeline you align with. It is literally a numerical vibration. Imagine a sound waves. I go, ah, and that's what you hear. I go, ooh, that's what you hear. You hear it high because I'm giving it to you high. You hear it low because I'm giving you those low vibrations. And so it is the same way with timelines. Just like how I make a note out of my mouth, oh, and you hear it in your ear, boom, that is manifestation. I brought the sound waves to your ear. And it is the same way with our energy field. We tune our energy field. We change the frequency of the note that comes off of our energy. We go from a oh to a ah, literally. So the sound the ear of the universe hears, the sound that the universe hears from you, from your frequency, is up to you, depending on what frequency you've tuned your dial at, depending on the quality of your frequency emanation. So take a deep breath. And that's what I'm going to get into on this live. So yay. Okay. So now that you know you have the ability to tune your own energy frequency as if it is a dial, to change the numerical value of the energy resonance that you are giving off, the frequency you are giving off. And the reason that that is important is because indeed the universe is actively listening and responding to the frequency that you are giving off and accurately aligning you with timelines that are in direct resonance with the frequency that you are giving off. It's like universe needs everyone to be okay with their level of powers right now. Universe needs everyone to be okay with their magic because there's more coming. Universe is like, everyone's got to get over the fact that they can manifest already. Everyone's got to get over it already. It's already happening. You got to get over, oh, is it true? This is me channeling right now, FYI. This is my morning channel, pre-smoke channel. Spirit's like, get the fuck over it. This is old news. Spirit's ready to share with everyone the new light codes. And everyone is still challenging whether or not it's really true. Do I really manifest all these things with my vibration? Did I really pick this body? Did I really pick this life? Did I really pick that to happen to me when I was a child? Keep doing that. Keep circling the drain of denial and watch how Spirit leaves you behind. Okay? Stop that, Spirit says. Stop needing more proof for the truths that are very clear in your soul, Spirit says. Stop that. Your obsession with denying the innate divine, which feels spiritually clear for you, your obsession with denying that does have a negative effect on your energy field. Your obsession with denying your magic has a negative effect on your energy field and frequency. Your obsession with questioning the quality of your intuition and questioning your ability to manifest, your obsession with not having confidence in your magic and in your ability to be a sovereign being is not working in your favor. It is not being received by the universe as humble. It is not being received to the universe as meek or any of those good things. It is being received by the universe as that sucks for them. That's sad. Still denying their magic after we showed them all of this? Still? So when your magic is so obvious and strong, and you're actively manifesting and putting in beautiful vibes into the world. And then you have that moment where you're like, oh wait, am I really though? But am I? Maybe I'm doing nothing. Maybe it's a coincidence. Oh my God, how could la la la? Or you go into a fear mindset, or you go into a portal to hell. Those things make imprints on your energy field. Those moments count. The universe doesn't only count the moments when you're meditating and when you're in that confident place of being a prophet or prophetess. The universe is also listening in all those moments where your ego is telling you that that's not true. And all those moments where you decide that it's probably bullshit and that it might be better to just turn on the TV and plug into the collective energy on the television rather than sourcing your own inspirations and ideas and thinking for yourself. Every time you decide to turn off your sovereignty for a second, you're holding yourself back. You're pulling yourself behind. You're on the ramp going up to the boat, and then you stop on the ramp and say, hold on. I think I want to go back to where the world is ending. Hold on. Might be really good, actually. I'm actually more used to living in hell, so instead of participating in manifesting heaven on earth for myself, I think I'd rather just hang out while hell closes up. I think I want to stay in hell till closing time. That's what you're telling the universe. Closing time. 5D is coming for everybody. You can be first wave, second wave, third wave, or you can be pulled along in the fourth wave. I came on here and I wanted to talk to you about, and I'm going to continue to talk to you about tuning your frequency. But what I need you to understand in these light codes that I'm sharing is that every time you doubt your power and you doubt the magic and you go with the dark and you go with the media and you go with the low vibrating collective or the tell lie vision, every time you go with that, that too is tuning your frequency, and you're dialing it down and you're lowering your frequency, and you are giving yourself an energetic compatibility with a lower vibrational plane. You are consciously inhabiting hell on earth every time you dial your frequency dial down to match up with your self-doubt and with your doubting of the divine. Every time you choose to take a break and having faith in the beautiful way that things are currently evolving into, you are not taking a break. You are actively working towards hell on earth. There is no off time. It is always an emanation of frequency coming off of your core body. There is always a frequency that is emanating off of you all the time, whether you're aware of it or not. This is why it's so important for us to anchor into the heart chakra, because after a while it becomes default. And I'm telling you, when this can become default, things feel a lot better. Because when this becomes default, just like how in the first or second YouTube video I made 3.5 years ago talking about your broomstick posture fix. This is what's popping in my mind right now. I made this video, how to fix your posture and open your heart chakra, where you take the broomstick and you put it on the back of your shoulders and you drape your arms over and it pops your heart chakra open. And what I said in the video, I don't know why I'm able to remember this so clearly, but what I said in the video was over time, you start to get used to that feeling of having the posture correct and having that heart chakra open and these chakras in line. You get used to it. You begin to get accustomed to it. You begin to remember that alignment of energy, that posture, so that you no longer need that broomstick on your shoulders to remind you of how to open it. You're able to go throughout your day, recall the sensation, and inhabit it in your body. That is the same way with heart-centered consciousness, with anchoring your energy into the heart chakra. At first, it feels uncomfortable. At first, it feels uncommon. At first, it feels perhaps impossible or vulnerable or too sensitive. But after a while, it feels weird to not be there. After a while, your entire frequency has been attuned to be anchored in the heart chakra. And then your frequency starts making waves for you. It's no longer you searching. It's no longer you searching for truth. No. Your frequency begets you. in the high vibrational planes. Your frequency opens up the space for you. Your frequency gets there before you. The parting of the Red Sea type of shit, people. Your frequency arrives with you, and all of nature and the universe and the quantum field responds to you in like. You come forward into the quantum field with a high vibrational energy coming off of you, and the quantum field responds in tandem. It says, oh, your feet can handle that hot floor. I'm going to give you that hot floor. As you can see, we just spiraled into the next layer of the light codes, and I'm just going to take my time because I've got the time. And if you're meant to hear this message, you've got the time too. I'm really enjoying this. I'm glad I decided to go live. It feels so good to get this information out. If you've been following me for the past 3 years or reading my articles on my website, you know I've been talking about this for a while. However, what I love about being a light worker, what I love about staying connected to the divine, is the divine is constantly assisting me in formulating my vocabulary in a way that assists me in sharing these messages and these light codes with more and more and more and more clarity. Thank you for the love in the comments. I freaking love you guys. I'm so glad it resonates. I'm so glad. So we're just getting into it, you know? I've gotten 2 layers deep. It feels like this is a 7-layer message, though. I'm so excited to talk to you guys about tuning your energy fields. What Spirit says as I tap into the collective energy, it's like you're all cooked and ready to go. You're all cooked and ready to go. You're in the oven is off, and you're fully cooked. Guess what? You've also fully cooled. And the oven has been opened, but you need to be the one to take yourself out. The universe did its thing. The universe has done its part with you. And now it's time for you to do your part with you. Remember, we're human beings on planet Earth. We're earthlings. We have this interesting thing called free will. So we need to consciously choose to accept the blessings that the universe bestows upon us. And this is why choosing to consciously inhabit self-doubt is not cute to the universe, is not humble to the universe, it's just stupid to the universe. Self-doubt to the universe is like, okay. Like, that's what self-doubt is to the universe. The universe gives you the gold key to go to the hottest party with your favorite party favors, and they're all organic and the air quality is amazing. The universe gives you the key, gives you the map, gives you the route, shows you where to go, and lets you smell the scent of the party so you can follow it with your nose also. And then universe also is like, no, you know what? Let me bring the door really close to you, to the party too, just so you can really make sure. And you're like looking at the door to the party, looking at the key, looking at everything you got going on. And then you look behind you and it's like the apocalypse. You look behind you and it's like fires burning, bullshit, death, like a fucking cemetery on fucking fire, wars breaking out. And then you're being shown this portal to a higher dimensional plane. And you're like, it looks nice and all. It looks nice and all. But yeah, I don't think that's actually real. Because you know what? All that stuff behind me, that feels more real because it hurts. All that stuff behind me, all the warfare going on, and all of these apocalyptic energies, well, they're so uncomfortable. And I've been brainwashed by my society that if it's uncomfortable, it's probably true. And I've been brainwashed by society of that. And so, of course, I'm going to go with what feels real. I'm going to go with what feels real. And remember, society has brainwashed me to associate pain with real. To associate pain with real. You have been brainwashed to follow your pain body. As people, all of us, every single one of us, unless you are under the age of 16. I cannot speak for you, but everyone else, 17, under the age of 17. Everyone else, we were all born in 3D. We were born in 3D. Our physical body had to be 3D. Soul, on the other hand, we all had different paths and vibrations of our souls, but our bodies were in 3D. And so we had to participate, and we continue to exit and participate from the pain body paradigm of 3D. The paradigm where you're constantly in discomfort and not feeling safe, where you're constantly in survival mode. Because then you are easily manipulated. You can easily ignore higher self, disassociate, go completely out of body, and remove all responsibility for yourself. You can exist as a purely ignorant being with no responsibility for yourself, given all power over to the collective source energy. And by collective energy, source energy, I'm just talking about the collective soup of bullshit. What I'm seeing here in my mind's eye is you at the doorway of the portal, with the apocalypse behind you, and I see angels standing on either side of the portal. And they're looking at you as if you are this beautiful divine being. And then now I'm looking at you in front of this portal. And the portal is literally a reflection of your beauty. This portal that you're standing in front of is literally a reflection of your beauty. It's a reflection of your magic. It's a reflection of how you can assist in making the world a better place and bringing equality to all. And it is a true reflection of your soul power. In that moment, in this moment that many of us, many of you are in, the dark is hoping that it has brainwashed you adequately enough so that in this moment you feel guilty. The dark is hoping that it has brainwashed you adequately enough so that when you reach this portal, you feel guilty. So that when you reach this portal, you feel doubt. You feel self-doubt, and you doubt it. When you witness your true power and beauty and how you could positively impact the world and make it a better place. Instead of saying, oh my God, thank you, universe, this is what I've always wanted. This is me coming into communion with my soul purpose. Which is what is natural for the soul to want to do and what each and every one of us will do at one time or another. The dark is hoping instead that we say, no. Couldn't possibly be me. Oh, I'm just little old Brigette. Couldn't possibly be me. The darkness is hoping that you doubt. The darkness is hoping you doubt. Do you get it? The darkness is hoping you think Ascension is fake. The dark is hoping that you will not awaken out of your pain body. The dark is hoping that you will not come to realize that life is not supposed to be meant in constant pain, and that life can be actually lived in a constant state of heart-centered neutral bliss. It's a neutral bliss state. You're not constantly happy, you're not constantly sad. It is a neutral point of inner peace and bliss. You have access to the full rainbow of emotions as necessary to transmute energies for the collective, because we're all still on the earth plane. No matter what vibration. But understand, my loves, every one of you are at this doorway, are at this portal, where you're able to feel the past hell on earth, and you're able to acknowledge that you have a full package. You have all the keys necessary, integrated, learned, cooked, and ready to go to enter into the portal and to live your life as a fifth dimensional being. You can do it. It is not that big of a deal anymore. You are fully cooked, my love. Take a step out of the oven. Take a deep breath. The dark just wants you to doubt it. The dark wants you to sense that portal in front of you and wants you to feel like it's farther away. And the pull of the magnetics of the apocalypse of the 3D energy behind you, that is there's a lot of neural pathways built in your mind that, if continuously traversed, cause you to utilize your free will in a way that has you maintain your vibration in hell on earth. However, as becoming sovereign, self-aware, and accountable spiritual beings, by embracing our path of spiritual awakening, however it emerges within us, we do the work. We do the soul work. We acknowledge the neural pathways that society has facilitated and supported us in building in our youth, when we did not have sovereignty, when we were not have power over ourselves because we were children, in a way, right? Other people were taking care of us, and we had to trust them to make choices for us. So as soon as we become adults, things shift. We start to acknowledge, these are the ways that I have been trained to be, but my soul says something different. And so we do that soul work. Flash forward, so your whole 20s is you doing that soul work. La 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 la. Saturn return comes around, 27, 28, 29, 30-ish. And you're probably fully cooked. Some people, their astrology chart's different. Not everyone follows that. But at one point in your spiritual process and in your growth as a human being, you come to realize, if you are an awakened being, if that is intended for you in your story, in your path, in your life, in your timelines, you come to realize where you have those neural pathways that society facilitated you in continuing to traverse. That affects your behavior in such a way, and the way you make choices, etc. And you start to say, you know what, my soul is informing me of some different ways that I can go about these things. And so we continue to follow the soul, and we're led to do research, and we're led to follow Facebook pages and Instagram pages, and to follow oracles and psychics, and we get into astrology, and we become self-aware, and we read the books, and we buy the oracle cards, and we wrap the crystals, and we light the sage, and we cleanse the energy, and we raise the vibration, and we activate the portals, and the heart chakra activates, and then we get a taste of the heart chakra, and we're like, oh shit, this is delicious. Hopefully. Usually the process of spiritual awakening is slow, because to live in a society, to live in hell on earth, where every single person is living in a very activated pain body, is walking around in full-on pain, victimhood. They're full-on in soul pain. Full-on soul pain. People walking around, pain body activated. And the fifth dimension requires the conscious free will choice to unravel from that pain body and to activate into the light body. But what the dark does, and what the whole scheme, what the whole matrix thing is that from the moment you were born, most likely, you have been brainwashed to prioritize the pain body. And society has been created in a way, and culture has been created in a way, so that our pain bodies are inflamed. And we are constantly, all of us in society, holds up the respect of honoring, consistently putting yourself in pain and activating the pain body and agitating the pain body, not making it prevalently easy to find ways to soothe the pain body and activate the light body, which innately heals the pain body and rewrites all energies that are low vibrational in the quantum field and in the multidimensional auric fields each person has. Take a deep breath. And so I say how you feel matters. Whether it is sadness, pain, or a feeling of stir-crazy curiosity. How you feel will guide you. But keep in mind that those who are still led by their pain body, how they feel is going to, there's a word and how they feel is going to misguide them. If you are anchored in the pain body and not the heart chakra with the light body activating, then how you feel will misguide you. And that's what sucks about being a high vibrating being at this time, is being able to see the rift, being able to see the difference in people so obviously, to be able to see who's thinking for themselves and who's in a state of complete pain body activation. And when someone is in complete pain body activation, complete survival mode, 100% fear, and they don't feel safe because they are just in constant discomfort, understand that by choosing to do that to yourself and put yourself in that constant discomfort, it is a choice. Sure, you were trained in childhood to do it, and probably through your teens and maybe your 20s, but hopefully you moved out of your parents' house or you regained some kind of control over yourself when you became an adult so that you could start to raise yourself and make your own choices for yourself. Spirit just wants me to say a lot of people's parents are still going to be in their pain bodies. So that's why Spirit's like, you want to be telling yourself what to do. Do not let anyone tell you what to do right now. You need to. I'm saying that to my light body people. My pain body people, I doubt there's any pain body people that are going to want to, whose vibrations are going to draw them to this kind of work. But who the hell knows? I'm here to make the work. It's not my job who is attracted to it. I'm still in the message, by the way. I still have so much more to tell you. So now we know that many of us, the majority of us, are raised in environments and societies and cultures that support and seem to further facilitate the agitation of our pain body, which takes us really, really far away from the activation of anchoring into the heart chakra and the light body. It's because they are kind of polar opposites. And so it is a revolutionary act in your own spiritual life to consciously choose to acknowledge your neural pathways that you've been functioning through and on mentally that have been charging and affecting your behavior, assisting you in manifesting hell on earth for yourself and agitating your pain body. And the act of consciously choosing to awaken out of that programming and choosing to take deep breaths and reprioritize yourself and what feels good and what you like. And what your soul wants and what you yearn for. And what makes you feel tingly and what gives you goosebumps and what gets you excited and what makes you smile. And what makes your heart sing? And what makes you giggle and feel like you're living in heaven on earth? And what makes you feel like you're living in heaven on earth? Because it's here. And it's close. It's getting closer and closer. But it's here now. And each and every one of us are at the doorway. And we have to choose to utilize our free will, our human power, to choose. To choose. To unzip your pain body. Unzip it. Unzip your pain body all the way down. Take it off. And leave it in hell on earth behind you. Step through the portal. Take a deep breath. Step through the portal into 5D, completely nude, completely naked, fresh, pure. No masks, no hang-ups, no needs to continue to perpetuate the pain body. A strong energy of curiosity. And I want to remind, for those of you whose fear I just felt trigger when I said that you would have to enter into the 5th dimension nude, I need you to know that that implies a pure authenticity of soul. You've removed your pain body. You've completely given up on the consistent repetition of sending energy through the neural pathways that have been programmed into your mind from hell on earth. And choosing to take sovereignty and responsibility and self-awareness as priorities, and self-love, so that we can start to build those new neural pathways and choose new ways of thinking. By the way, new neural pathways just means choose something new. Things I do a lot, say a lot, be a lot, think a lot, act a lot, they dig a deeper pathway in the neural pathway in the mind, and it's easier and easier to do it because it's got that neural pathway. So you choose something new, anything new, and that builds a new neural pathway. And it still might feel very natural to go back to the old one. Again, it's a neural pathway that's gotten a lot of exercise. But you keep choosing new, even if it's uncomfortable. And eventually, we keep choosing the heart chakra, anchoring in the heart chakra. And that neural pathway begins to build strength. And we no longer have to focus so much on anchoring into the heart chakra and consciously, compassionately loving and transmuting the pain body, because it begins to become a little more automatic. And that's what I want for us. And that's what I want for you guys. And some of us have really felt that vibration already, and we've been blessed to have moments in our life when we truly felt that we were existing in 5D for short periods of time. I've been having that in the past couple weeks. It's been beautiful. But at the same time, I still, in my purpose, I need to be there by the doorway because I'm a way shower. So I need to be by the doorway to 4D so that I can continue to offer light codes that actually resonate with you guys. So it's kind of interesting, like I'll be taken into my 5D plane or whatever, but then like slowly I have components of my spirit that are like, that's nice, now let's get back to work. And then I trickle back a little bit, and I get back on Instagram, and I'm like, I'm not getting there alone. It is not my purpose to go to 5D to escape. It is not the point to go to 5D to get out of here. So the people who get to access 5D first, you want to know what we do? We go back to the edge of the 5D plane and we stick our arms out and we do the reverse of Titanic, the way she let Jack fall in the water. Jack! We do the opposite. Jack! Get the fuck out of the water, bro! It's cold as fuck! And we're pulling people in. We're pulling people in. Not against their will. Because if you pulled onto someone and you're pulling them out of the water and they didn't want to go, they'd be like, get off me. They would do things to stay in hell on earth. But those who choose with their free will to say, this pain body doesn't feel right, I think that there's another way of living that is intended for me and for everyone, not just me. First, you choose it for you, and I promise that as your vibration raises and you anchor into the heart center, it's going to be natural that you then turn around and want to help others. It will be natural. It's a natural process. But you've got to take care of yourself first. You're not going to know what to do to help others if you're still existing as a victim in pain body. You don't get to hack the system like that. You don't get to shortcut your own spiritual growth. It's like you don't get to be a spiritual teacher if you're not spirit yet. Spirit's still floating outside of your head saying, let me in. I would love to be a spiritual teacher. I would love for you to be a spiritual teacher, but I'm not there yet. That didn't feel like that was for everyone. That felt like that was for a few people, maybe like 5 of you. I'm loving these light codes. Are you guys loving these light codes right now? I'm loving these light codes. I'm so glad I did this. This is my favorite way to work, where I can just go live and this stuff comes out. Wow, my favorite. My favorite. It is such an honor. My light body is fully activated. Shit. It is an honor. Yay, 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 yay. Okay, thank you for confirmation in the comments. My human might need a break. My human might need a break. I have more to say, but I can feel how my human is reaching peaks of energy that make her feel vulnerable. And she's like, are you sure you want to be like this on camera? So here's what I'm going to do. I am going to close out this live video. I'm going to keep it on my page because these light codes were super fire. So I'll close out this video. I'm going to refill my cup of coffee. I'm going to maybe get myself a little snack. And then we'll get into part 2 of the light codes, okay? So yay for us. I love you so much. Thank you for the hearts. Thank you for the love in the comments. I hope part 1 of the light codes could get you thinking and get you feeling and get you tuning. So keep taking your 2 breaths, keep tuning up, and I'll be back soon.